Hey everybody, it is Catherine Byers-Breet with a tip for you today about references, specifically when to give them to employers. And my short answer is not until you're certain that you're interested in the opportunity and you've had at least one initial interview. Here's why. 2 reasons. Number 1, you don't want to burn out your references. They are precious, their time is limited, and you don't want them getting phone calls from 3, 4, or 5 recruiters. And that's actually what prompted this video. I got a note from Randy. He is very upset because he's working with a number of recruiters. They all wanted references, and one of them called the references right away. And Randy said, I don't want to burn out my best references with calls from every Joe Blow recruiter. That recruiter that called my references didn't even submit me for the opportunity. So his instincts are spot on. You have got to protect your references from a whole bunch of recruiters calling them. But there's another reason why it's critical to hold off on sharing your references, and it is you need to prep your references for every specific opportunity. You need to make sure they're available and still open to being references for you, and you need to tell them about the opportunity, what it is, why you're interested, if there are any potential concerns that the employer has about you. Because let me tell you what's going to happen. If you don't prep your reference for a specific opportunity, when that recruiter calls, it might be a terrible situation. That's what happened to Abe. He sent me a note a couple of weeks ago, and one of his good friends blew an opportunity for him. He had a verbal offer from an organization, and so he thought it was a done deal. And when they said, please send us your references, he didn't think a thing of it. The worst part is he had our online job hunt courses, and we've got a video on how to prepare your references. And he said, Catherine, I can't even believe it. I'd seen your video on references, but I didn't watch it because I thought I had it in the bag. So anyway, what happened is the company called his good friend, and his good friend, A, didn't know that Abe was looking for a new job, B, didn't understand why he was looking for a new job in a different industry, doing something differently. And so it was a really awkward phone conversation with the recruiter. It was so bad that the recruiter got concerned that Abe wasn't going to be able to get that job done, and they pulled his offer. I've seen this happen dozens and dozens of times in the last 20 years, so please prep your references so that doesn't happen to you. So do not share your references until you've had at least one initial interview and you're sure that you're interested in the opportunity. And here's how you can stall them. 2 easy ways to delay sharing your references. First is to say, oh, absolutely, happy to share some references. You can go out on LinkedIn right now, and I've got a number of recommendations that are out there. You can go read right now. That is stall number 1. Stall number 2, if they push, and good recruiters will push to get actual references that they can call and have conversations with. The way that you stall with them is say, Jake, I'd be more than happy to send you references, but I hope you'll understand I want to wait a little bit longer until we find out if it's a good fit for both sides. My references are really busy, and I want to make sure, number 1, they're available when you call, and number 2, I don't want them getting calls from a whole bunch of different companies, and I am talking with a number of other companies. So I hope you'll understand. So anyway, those are 2 very polite, professional, easy ways to stall a company that wants your references. And circling back to my main message today, wait to share your references until you've had at least an initial interview and you know that you're seriously interested in the opportunity. With that, have a great rest of the day.